Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter. Here at Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
He calls us the Israelites, his children, his chosen people. So we went over the curses, by the curses in the Bible, that's what makes us Israelites. So we talked about the enemies and all that, right? We do have enemies. But why did these things happen to us? Was it because our enemies were stronger than us? Why did we go into slavery? Because we disobeyed God's commandments. So the key, what we want you to get is that not to really so hate the enemies, because God hates everybody that's not us. God hates the other nations, you know what I'm saying? We want y'all to focus on what led us into slavery was because we disobeyed God's commandments. So we got to go over some commandments to pretty much make the plan even. Y'all got to start applying God's laws. He gonna hold y'all accountable just like he hold us accountable. All right. So give me Deuteronomy. No, give me Exodus 20:8. Because what is today? Today is what, Saturday? What is the Sabbath day according to the Bible? Do y'all know? Sunday? Okay, read that, Exodus 28.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy works. But the seventh day,
What's the seventh day of the week? I know, what's the seventh day of the week? Saturday. The seventh day is Saturday. So the Sabbath day, according to the Bible, is on Saturday. And it also said to keep it holy. We've been taught by our oppressors, because think about it. Before the slave ships, before we came over here, when we was in Africa, we never called ourselves African American. We never called ourselves Negro, colors of slaves. We was the children of Israel, and we knew it back then. Right. When we came over here, that's when things started to change. We started to celebrate their holidays. We don't even speak our own language. You speak English. Whose language is that? Is it our language? Were we speaking English when we came over here? We had to learn the language of our oppressors, the people that had us in slavery. Right. You see what I'm saying? So everything over here, we learned from them. So even the Sabbath day, we was taught in America, there was what, Sunday. But according to the Bible, God said it's on Saturday. He said, remember the Sabbath day. Why did he say remember? Because we forgot. When they brought us over here on them slave ships, in chains, in the cotton fields, whipping us, beating us, hanging us up, look what they did to the children. They took a baby right here and dashed the baby head against the stone. Right. They did all that to us. That didn't happen to the white man. That didn't happen to the Chinese man. Right. Or the Africans. That happened to us. That happened to the children of Israel. It happened to the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Haitians, the Jamaicans. Right. And guess what? All this happened, you know why? Because we broke God's commandments. That's right. So God just used the other nations to punish us. They're not stronger than us, they're not better than us, because God said we're above all people. So everything that we learned over here, we learned from our oppressors. Even the Sabbath day. So we got to figure out how we keep the Sabbath day holy. Because today is a set apart day from any other day. So give me Exodus 16:23. So we said remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Holy means separate. Meaning that it's some things we're supposed to do today that we're not supposed to do every other day. That's right. See what I'm saying? This is one of the commandments that caused all this to happen to us. Because it was our own doing that we went into slavery. So by our own doings are how we gonna get out of slavery. One of the things we're not supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day is cooking. Right. No, we're not supposed to cook no food on the Sabbath day. This is not taught in the churches. You're only gonna get this from the prophets of God. In Jeremiah 3:15, he said he was going to send his prophets back on the earth to teach the people again. He was going to give you pastors according to his knowledge. His knowledge is the Bible, and these are the things that's going to get us out of slavery today. So today, there should be no cooking. He said, bake that which you will bake yesterday, and seethe, bring it to a boil, whatever you're gonna bring in. And if, like I said, you fried some chicken yesterday, you can eat cold chicken today. We eat cold chicken all the time.
Right.
You can eat sandwiches, cereal, salad.
Right.
You got a lot of different food that you can eat without having to cook on the Sabbath day, because that's a law that God put in place for us. You see what I'm saying? Now go back to Exodus 28. Because he said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest. Start at verse, thou shalt not do any work.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 10. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy maidservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy strangers that is within the gates.
During this time, we had slaves. We had people that work for us. And guess what? We're going to get back to that point when we come back to God, to who we really are. See what I'm saying? So no cooking, no working. What else can we do on the Sabbath day? Give me that Nehemiah 10:31.
Bring it out.
So like I said, these are the things that's going to bring us back to our true nationality. This is how we get salvation. Because believe it or not, Jesus Christ, the black Messiah, do y'all know what color Christ was?
Sound like he was like my grandma.
Your grandma used to say he was black, but guess what? The world says that Jesus Christ looks just like this. That's what the whole world is deceived by this right here. See what I'm saying? But according to the Bible, what we're going to find out today is that Jesus Christ was a black man with woolly hair. And his feet looked like they burned in a furnace. He was a real dark-skinned man. And guess what? He was an Israelite also. So read that, Nehemiah 10.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or victuals
Hold up, sis, come back. I got something for you, hold up.
On the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day or the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt.
So anytime, because we also bought from other nations. So just because the nations are our enemy don't mean we can't go to them and shop with them. Because they provide everything for us, so we're going to have to do it, you know what I'm saying? So just because they are enemies, we're not supposed to be evil towards them, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lord deals with people. He turned their heart wherever so when he wanted to turn it. And he said he would make our enemies our footstool, but we got to keep his commandments, you see what I'm saying? So on the Sabbath day, no buying, no selling, no cooking, and no working. And we're supposed to fellowship, because you ask about the school. That's a law that we have to keep today. Just like on Sunday, they go to church on Sunday, they fellowship with each other, right? We got to do the same thing on the Sabbath day, but we have to do it according to the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Give me that, Leviticus 23. So, no buying, no selling, no cooking, and no working. Those are the things that we're not supposed to do today. You know what I'm saying? So now you have to start making preparation to do those things again. Because y'all probably about to go to the store with it. Y'all what?
Ultimately gonna slide to my people.
Okay. So today, with everything that you can, just make sure you don't buy nothing today. Wait till the sun go down. When the sun go down, then you free. No buying, no selling, no cooking, and no working. No working. All right. No buying. What you got? Read that.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation.
A holy convocation is a holy gathering. That's a set apart gathering from everybody. The Sabbath day was only created for us. Everybody can't keep the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day wasn't designed for the whole world. The Sabbath day was designed for the children of Israel.
Right.
Just as the Bible was designed for us. You see what I'm saying? So this right now, y'all mind is being renewed. What you got?
I'm trying to say, so since we got like God, do other races got God too those?
Yeah, they do. Guess what? There's only one God. Now the other nations have their idols and everything that they serve.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's only one God. There's only one true God. Now there are many different other gods, but it's only one true God, and that's the God of Israel. We're gonna get that for you. What you got? Psalm 96. Psalm 96:5. Psalm 96:5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 96 and verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
So all the gods of the nation are idols. Because guess what? That man right there is a god. You know what I'm saying? He's not the God of us, but he's a God of some people.
Right.
That's the white man God. The Chinese people got Buddha. You know what I'm saying? The Arabians, they have Allah, the rock that they worship. You know what I'm saying? So there's many gods upon the face of the earth. Back in the times of the Egyptians, they had 365 gods. A God for every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? So when the Lord brought us out of Egypt, he turned the water into blood. You know what I'm saying? The frogs and the locusts, all those were different gods that they served.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he did all that to show them that it was only one true God.
That's
What you got?
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deemed either fire, or wind, or swift air, or the circles of the stars, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven, to be the gods which govern the earth, with whose beauty, if being delighted, took them to be gods.
So the other nations, these things, the fire, the sun, the moon, the stars, they were created for the other nations to worship.
Right.
They were never designed for us to worship, because we know who created those things.
Bring it out.
The same God that created us to be his chosen people was the same God that created everything else. You know what I'm saying? He
That's right.
chose us above all people.
Right.
So let me get you a law, sis. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Because in our communities, recently we have been seeing what? And this for you too, sis. Recently we have been seeing, we got like 65,000 women that's coming up missing, that's up missing right now. Young ladies, you know what I'm saying? Older ladies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we have to, God's laws prevent us from having to go through these things, you see what I'm saying? So we have to start applying this. And this for y'all, sis, read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So what do some things that women have on that they're not supposed to wear?
Maybe they studs and stuff. Abomination, already know.
Right. No, but what do they wear that they're not supposed to wear?
Old clothes and stuff.
Pants, in particular, pants. And what do men put on that women that's a woman's garment?
That's right.
Pants have been pushed by this man, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that we trust in now.
Right.
Like the scripture says, we trust in no oppression. So it's okay for a woman to wear pants, but when a man got on the dress, we're like, oh man, that nigga crazy. He bugged out.
Right.
So the same way we look at men that wear dresses, we gotta look at sisters the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because these are our sisters. That entices men. That's what causes a man to want to lust after a sister that he has no business dealing with.
Bring it out.
And not only should a sister wear a dress, but it has to be a certain type of dress. Give me that in 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Because sister, you tell the sister, okay, you can't wear the pants no more, and she gonna put a mini skirt on that come way up here. Man, you might have kept that on.
Bring
You
it
see what
out.
I'm saying? Read.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So the women, what is that? Y'all, this your sister? Your sister, you know what I'm saying? But you want another man to do anything to your sister? So you have to be that example, you know what I'm saying? You have to enforce that, because is your father around? Your father ain't around, right? And that's something that a lot of us go through in our communities. A lot of us don't have fathers. We let the streets raise us. We raise ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So the word of the Lord is being brought to you, so you can start applying and teach your sister, teach your brother. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you the man. You know what I'm saying? We here to guide you as big brothers. You know what I'm saying? And you got to take it upon yourself to apply these commandments and get your people to apply them. Because this is what's gonna keep us. You see what I'm saying? So read that again.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So all women have to adorn themselves, meaning to dress themselves in modest apparel. Modest means clothing that doesn't attract sexual attention.
Right.
So, let me Isaiah 47, for example.
Bring it out.
Isaiah 47.
Right now, I don't think no one gonna do that.
Guess what? Guess what? We're not looking for a lot of people to do it. We're looking for just that one soul. You know, because we understand the Bible says 2/3 of our people are going to die.
Right.
So we understand that the majority of the world, they're not going to keep God's commandments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a given. You know what I'm saying? But God is looking for those elect, those chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't worry about what everybody else going to do. You got to worry about what you can have control over.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If your sister right here, listen. You know what I'm saying? If you be that man and step up being that example, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take time. Nothing is going to happen overnight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a process, because we've been brought up in gangs, with drugs, you know what I'm saying? Seeing our mama go out all type of night, daddy not being there, so we've been brought up in wickedness, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take some time for us to get our minds right. But you have to apply it first. So this is what type of dress our women should be wearing. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
O virgin daughter of Babylon. So he's talking about the women. He said, come down and sit in the dust. Read.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
We lost that. We lost that when we committed sin against God. He took away that from us because we were considered the renown of the earth.
Right.
And now everything that you see the Chinese, they wear those garments and stuff over there, the fight style. Where did they get that from? All that came from us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We are the salt of the earth. Everything that the other nations have, they got it from us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The superheroes that you see today, Superman, that's us, bro. You know what I'm saying? They took the faces of those people and they painted them to be white.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Malcolm X is not portrayed during Black History Month. You know why? Because he stood for something different. He stood for something. He was a character that they didn't want us to be. So they're not gonna push that. But Martin Luther King, they want you to be soft and effeminate and bow down to them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that's not what the Bible says. You see what I'm saying? So read that.
Verse 2, take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the legs.
So it said uncover your locks because our women always had hair wraps on.
Right.
They always wore their hair wraps. It said uncover your locks and make bare the legs. So think about a dress. Think about a long dress. The first thing you got to do to make bare your legs, you got to pull it up to here. So he said make bare the legs. Read.
Uncover the thigh.
Uncover the thigh. So after you make bare your legs, then pull the dress to your thigh. Read.
Pass over the rivers.
So that goes to show you that the modest apparel that our sister has to have on, the dress has to be down to the ankles.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how the dress should be. It shouldn't be a tight fitted dress showing your curves. It has to be modest. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody don't have a nose.
I get the gist, yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be fully all the way covered up. You know what I'm saying? But sis, make sure you put a dress on now. Dress modestly. You know what I'm saying? That's a commandment that God gave us to keep. And that's going to help you in the future, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't need any more single parent households.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We don't need mothers raising children by themselves, you know what I'm saying? If you dress the part according to the Bible, then the Lord will see you that man that you're looking for.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But you gotta put your best foot forward first. You gotta apply God's laws first, all right? So we Israelites, we're not Black, African American, Negro, and we have to dress properly, all right? Read that flyer, and if you have any questions, give us a call. Be careful, watch the car. Yeah, read that.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shrouded thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands, and a chain on thy neck, and I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thine head. Thus was thy decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil. Thou wast exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom. And thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty.
So before we went into slavery, we had the best jewelry, we had the best clothes, we had the best food.
Right.
We had the best everything before we committed sin against God.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. I.U.I.C has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. I.U.I.C, we deliver the truth.